other inputs are converted into finished product or again services. There are some of the definitions. Okay. Well, the word production can at times be substituted by the term manufacturing. Production and manufacturing, just right here the differential. But there is a difference between the two. Manufacturing refers only to tangible goods, whereas production can refer to both tangible as well as intangible services. Production and operation management is mostly substituted by the term operation management. Right? Production and operation management form is mostly substituted by the term operation management. Right? Then we were discussing regarding different concepts. Those are used for designing a new product. What are concepts? The first concept we discussed was reverse engineering. During reverse engineering, an existing product is dismantled and is studied. Reverse engineering helps in knowing the technology of an existing product, which can be used for designing a new product. Some existing product in the market that is used for designing a new product, right? Then we discussed regarding concurrent engineering. Involving concurrent engineering is involving other departments while designing a new product. The approach is opposite to radial sequential approach during a product design. Only the R&D people will design the product. Then when it comes to production, there will be different hurdles. So in order to avoid that, we involve people from different departments while designing the product, and they together design the product. So whatever issues are there, they get resolved then and there. We are regarding robust designing, where you design the product keeping in mind that it will be used under all adverse conditions, not only under favorable conditions. Right? I gave you some examples. I gave you the example of Chinese bikes. That is what is your robust designing. Then today we will discuss regarding some couple of other techniques. Those are used while designing a new product. Now just see this. This is known as the PLC, product life cycle, right? Now see, this is the demand. Y-axis you find the demand for the product. X-axis that you find time, right? How the demand keeps changing with time, and different stages are there. Like a human being, got a other Oriya, or somebody has a problem if I speak in Oriya? Anybody has issue if I speak in Oriya?
No, sir.
No issue, sir.
मझे मझे मु ओडिया यूज कर परिबे तो
Okay, yes, sir, yes, sir.
आराम से बोलो.
I don't have any problem, but मझे मझे यूज करले ना मते भी कंफर्टेबल लागिवो. ठीक अछि त सी गोटे मनुष्यर लाइफ इट स्टार्ट्स फ्रॉम जन्म हैला तापर मनुष्यर लाइफ स्टार्ट हैला. जन्म हैला परे कोन होची से आस्ते आस्ते गुरुंडुची चालुची पाठ पढुची तापरे मैच्योर्ड होची 18 वर्ष हो जाउची मैच्योर्ड हे गला से बोर्ड दवा बस हे गला तापरे पाठ पढा सरला चाकरी करला तापरे तार निजर फैमिली एस्टैब्लिश करला तापरे ता पिला छुआ बड़ होले आस्ते 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 बुढ़ा हेकरी गला बुढ़ा हेकरी फाइनली he dies. That is the life of a human being. Janmaru moriba porjento. Same way, a product has also got a life, and we call it as the product life cycle. Every product has a life, and we call it as the product life cycle. The demand for the product, see this point, origin. Here the product has just launched, it has been launched in the market, marketed and launched. Which time it starts? 0 to 1. 0 to 1 is known as the incubation period. What period? The incubation period. Put a newborn baby. Chota chua maniko incubation period, incubator. So that is what is the incubation period. During this period, happy. So this is known as the incubation period, 0 to 1. During this period, the manufacturer has to take a lot of care for the product, because it was not there in the market. You have to give advertisements in the different medias, print media, electronic media. You have to give advertisements. You have to jaha bhi gote jode product bikri ho tomar market re se customer manଙ୍କର special treatment କରିବାକୁ ପଡିବ. Product ରେ କିଛି issues ଆସିଲେ ତାକୁ immediately resolve କରିବାକୁ ପଡିବ. So that is why you call it as the incubation period 0 to 1, and that is a very most critical period is this one. Then once it reaches successfully stage 1, after 0 to 1, it starts the growth period. You have ଗୋଟେ ଛୋଟ ଛୁଆକୁ ତମେ ବଡ କରିଦେଲ, କେୟାର ନେଇକିରି ବହୁତ ପ୍ରକାର ସବୁ ଦେଖିକିରି 1 to 2 ସେ ବଢିବାକୁ ଲାଗିଲା. The product, the volume starts growing in the market, the demand starts growing in the market, right? So after it reaches 2, then it gets matured. 18 ବର୍ଷ ହେଇଗଲା, it gets matured. Then 3 to 4, saturation. तार जहाँ growth हेबर थिला हेगला. जरा मो लाइफ रे मो जो लेवल को जिबार थिला मो मोर पाठ पढिली करी इंजीनियरिंग करली, बीटेक करली, एमटेक करली, एमबीए करली, चाकरी करली, ग्रो करली, करी वर्तमान मोर saturation period. Beyond this I will not grow. Whatever I was supposed to grow, I have grown. I am saturated. Saturation माने कौन? जहाँ पर आओ किसी growth होबार नहीं. Now what will happen? If I say regarding myself, now my decline will start. More lifespan aste aste komi asuchi. So that is what is 4 onwards. That is decline. When my decline starts, by that time, what I have to do? के कहबो कोन? धरम देखली मोर सब सरी गला, मोर दिट छुआ अछती, मोर decline period आसी गला. So what I have to do now? मु कोन करिया कथा? Can somebody say? मु देखली मु saturation हे गली, मोर आपरे growth नहीं, मोर दिट छुआ अछती. So what I should do when I am at stage between 2 to 3 मझिरा मझी अछि, से टाइम रे मु कोन करिया कथा? What should I do? I should ensure that मोर जो दिटे छुआ अछंती सेमाने गोटे भलो लाइन रे रहि जा, so that मु डिक्लाइन करला परे भी, मु डेथ हे गला परे भी, मोर रिटायरमेंट हे गला परे भी, my 2 kids are there to take care of the family. That is what is my life cycle. Same way thing, once the product reaches 2 to 3 stage, the this, now you may think we are discussing regarding product designing. What a PLC, product life cycle, is useful for designing a new product, because it gives you an idea regarding when to replace a product in the market or when to add some new features to the product in the market. When you reach the stage 2 to 3, in between 2 to 3, your R&D should start working. 2 to 3 and my product is doing very good in the market. Now what happens? The competitors will try to come out with some products of their manufacturing with same features that I have in my product. So my share of market, a part of my share will go to the competitors. That is why my decline will be there. Because there are 3-4 other products from the competitors, they came into the market to compete with you. So this is a stage where you have to either withdraw that product totally from the market and launch a new product, or add some new features to your product. Right? So cinema star mane kon korchundi se kon buda helani Salman Khan kon korchu se buda helani mane kete ta boys 50 upre boni 55 kete heijo किंतु कोन तार मार्केट रे से ताको निजो को मेंटेन करबो बस हेला कोन प्लास्टिक सर्जरी हमरा प्रोग्राम करी बॉडी करी से पूरी मार्केट को पळे आछना पूरी रही तरी किछि न करिवो पूरा आइले फिल्म इंडस्ट्री रो रिटायरमेंट नेकी now that is what is product life cycle. This gives you an idea regarding when to launch a new product in the market, or when to add some new features to your product in the market and relaunch it. Like now in the automobile industry, they say a lot of things regarding new vehicles like facelift. Facelift गाड़ी आसी कौन करछथि same product. Oh, example दोछि because I am associated with Hyundai. I will give you an example of Hyundai. Hyundai has a product known as Venue. Hyundai Creta is also there. Now, Hyundai Venue was well established in the market, but recently what Hyundai did, they relaunched. They said facelift Venue. They came up with another Venue with some added features, and they have withdrawn the old Venue from the market. Why? Because competitors, Maruti and all, they came out with their products to compete with Venue. So in order to keep their market share intact, what they did, they added some other more features to the Venue and they relaunched it. And that is where, when it was in the stage 2 to 3. Am I clear to everybody? Anybody has any queries? Query अच्छी की?
No, sir, किसी नहीं.
Okay. So you have understood what is PLC, product life cycle. So please, I will share the PPT with all of you, but just understand the concepts. Unless you understand the concept, no, you will not be comfortable when you are writing the exam. Right. Next, I will go to standardization. Now here I will give you one more example. How many of you know there was a Toyota had a product known as Toyota Qualis? Toyota has a product known as Toyota Qualis. All of a sudden, they stopped Toyota Qualis, and suddenly they came out with Toyota Innova. Qualis was withdrawn from the market because a lot of people came out with Tavera, one vehicle that came to compete with Qualis. So their market share got affected. When their market share got affected, they observed this, and then what they did, they came out with Toyota Innova. They took back Qualis from the Indian market. That is also another example you can give here. Now, another concept, standardization. What is standardization? What is standardization? Standardization means same type, without much variation, right? So what is the standardization concept now? Now, when you design a new product, say you as a manufacturer have some 3-4 products existing. You are selling in the market, manufacturing and selling in the market. Now you are going to design a new product. When you design the new product, you have to keep it in mind that maximum number of parts that will be used in the newly designed product should be same as the parts those are used in the existing product. मोर जो प्रोडक्ट मो डिजाइन करी अदर जो मु एमिति डिजाइन करी जो पार्ट्स ता लागेबो मोर एक्जिस्टिंग जो प्रोडक्ट अछि तादरे जो पार्ट्स लागुची सेम पार्ट्स जंदी तादरे लागि के हेई पड़तबो मु से जिंसटा ट्राई करी बट आई कैन नॉट मेक ऑल द पार्ट्स सेम some parts I can make but not all the parts but maximum parts I should try to make same as the parts that is being used in the existing product. So what is standardization? Standardization is commonality of parts of the old and the new product between the old vehicle, existing vehicles and the newly designed products. Now, Tata 407, Tata 407 कोटे गाड़ी अछि. Tata Sumo. One example देकर को when they design Tata Sumo, when they design Tata Sumo, they will see how many जितने भी parts अच्छी for existing product Tata 407 रे, I will try to make same those parts I will be used in Tata Sumo because the more number of parts you handle, the cost goes up. What happens? तमे ए जिंसटा पर्टिकुलर पार्ट गोटे तमे यूज करछो गोटे एक्जिस्टिंग गाड़ी रे तमे जदी गोटा अलगा सेम जगह रे अलगा गोटे पार्ट यूज करछो तमे नवा पार्ट रे तुमको यू हैव टू गो टू सम अदर वेंडर से वेंडर से पार्ट को डेवलप करे तो कॉस्ट विल गो अप बट एक्जिस्टिंग वेंडर पर तमे जदी सेम पार्ट से कोनछो योर कॉस्ट ऑफ प्रोडक्शन विल बी लेस. Am I clear? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And this is what was standardization. Same type ro आउ गोटे concept अछि जोटा को हमें पहुंचू modular designing. Modular designing, it is another type of standardization. This is also a type of standardization. But when you say modular designing, there it was related to parts. In standardization, it was parts, commonality between parts. But here it is commonality between aggregates. Here it is commonality between aggregates. What is aggregate? Assembly of engine assembly, gearbox assembly. For existing product रे जो engine assembly लागुची, same engine assembly मोर नुआ product रे लागिबो. So commonality between aggregates or assemblies. ता द्वारा कोन हो मोर existing पर गोटे assembly line engine assembly line अछि. मो जेटा अलगा engine ता लगे देबी ताले मते गोटे पूरी assembly line तयारी करिया पड़ियो अलगा assembly line. मोर यदि same engine लागिबो कोन हो सेही assembly line रे तार भी engine तयारी होची आर भी engine तयारी होची. और ये चला मो आधे आर प्रोडक्शन पे दरकार ला सेम इंजन यूज कर ली पुराना गाड़ी पे दरकार ला सेम इंजन यूज कर सो मो पे का हेडेक कम एंड कॉस्ट आल्सो विल कम डाउन. Clear? So what are the concepts we discussed? Robust designing, modular designing, reverse engineering, concurrent engineering, product life cycle, standardization. Right? Just remember these concepts and there will be questions from this. Now, what is automation? Very briefly I will tell regarding, I won't spend much time on this. There will be likely one or very small question can be there. 1 second, just hold on. I'll just join up. Hey, Babu. Okay, so what is standard automation? Replacement of man with machine. Automation means you are replacing the people with machine. The machines can be computers, robots. You go to a lot of assembly lines now. Most of the assembly lines you find robots being used in the assembly line for assembly. The extent of automation can vary. It can be partially automated, or it can. In India, there are some places where it is fully automated. Also, there are some places where it is partially automated. Now, both using manpower and automation, they have their advantages and disadvantages. Let us see what are the advantages of automation. It is more reliable and consistent performance than human being. आमे मनीष जेतबेले काम करूचे ओ जिनसटा एई प्रोडक्ट एई जिनसटा आमे एमती काम करचे द नेक्स्ट जोटा आसीबो तादरे हम कामटा वैरी कर जाई पारे लेकिन because we are human being, but when a machine is doing it, there will be consistency. The same thing, same quality, they will ensure for each unit. Obviously, because of this, what will happen? The quality will be better. The product will have better acceptance and higher market value in the international market. Machines take exactly same time. Machine but time may vary, so the productivity will be better. The productivity will be better in case of automation. Behavioral problems are avoided. What is behavioral problem? सकाळू बाहरली घर प्लांट को जीवी assembly line में काम करी सकाळू बाहरला मो स्त्री सहित मोर झगड़ा है बाहरला बेलू मो स्त्री मते कोन गोटे कहला साडी किनिबी अमक किनिबी हिकी किनिबी मु रागी दिली मोर तार पाटितुंड हो गेले मु पाटितुंड करी प्लांट को पळे आसी रागी गिरी आसी सो मोर सेतबेले थॉट प्रोसेस विल बी डिफरेंट my behavior will be different. सेतबेले मु जेमती काम करबी नॉर्मल कंडीशन में जेमती काम करबी there will be a difference. So my quality of output will be different. That is what is behavioral problem. Because human beings they have emotion, machines they do not have emotion. कबट रोबोट टाको जाई के शोधिबो रोबोट असले देखो जाचा देकी शोधिबो are effect on it. But if a human being is working there, you go and shout at him, his behavior will change. And that will have an effect on the job he is performing. And last but not the least, if machines you are using, IR related problems are avoided. What is IR related problem? Industrial relation related problems. What is strike, bonus millani, agadam, robots cannot go for strikes. So IR related problems are avoided. But what are there? At the same time, there are some disadvantages also. Obviously, the production cost will go up. Comparatively, production cost is more. Less flexibility than human being. What product ko tame program kari thoi delo. Unless you change the program, there will be no flexibility. if you want slight variation in the working, that will be difficult. Even very small changes in the process requires higher cost. Next, obviously, when you are throwing people out of the organization and using machines, it will lead to unemployment problem. And last but not the least, loss of creativity. A human being is creative. Monishara brain to creative. The mind to vivinna ideas, but machines are not creative. Machines ko human being monitor. Machines are not creative. So when the machines, they do not have a brain, it is a human being brain that is being used to operate those machines. So what a monitor to come korchi ta nijar creativity roibo. So these are the advantages and disadvantages of automation. Right? Go to the next. What all? Now, let us discuss. See, the place where you do the production, do the manufacturing, is known as the production facility. No doubt, it is known as production facility. Now, location ne tomorrow production, you want to start up a plant, production unit, a manufacturing unit. That is very important. Very important. Location ne tomorrow plant karibo. You have to see lot many things. You have to consider lot many things when you decide. Now, just here how important it is. I will tell you one example. Tata's, they came out with a project which was known as Tata Nano project. Hope you might have seen Nano cars, Tata Nano. Initially, they decided that they will do the production, they will do the plant at Singur. Singur is in West Bengal. They invested there, they took land, started the work. Plant kamo sethi odha se battery gale tome dekhibo right. Bardhaman gala belu Calcutta ru Bardhaman gala belu left side tome dekhibo. Virat areas mane neiki sethi odha se sethi podichi chori jauchi mane huge loss. Because the selection of the location was not correct. Finally, they did that project, but they did it at a different location. But because of that, there was a huge loss. Singur invest for the huge. But that is how there are not many other cases where because of wrong selection, there has been problem. Amaro Gopalpur re gote steel plant hobar thila. Same thing, acquire kari gale, sabu kar dela, city construction में water tax भी बने गले. And again, because of some issues, they couldn't start the project. That was also a wrong selection. So, when you analyze the location of a production facility, there are different techniques that is used for analyzing the location. Let us see one by one. First method, note down. The first method is known as factor rating method. The first method is known as factor rating method. Before that, before you see how that method is used, let us try to see what are the factors. कौन फैक्टर अच्छी जो गुड़ाक फैसिलिटी लोकेशन को अफेक्ट करे फैक्टर्स अफेक्टिंग फैसिलिटी लोकेशन the first factor is availability of power supply. तमे गोटे जगह प्लांट करिवो सेठी इलेक्ट्रिसिटी पावर सप्लाई नथिबो करि परिबो कि एवरीथिंग फॉर डूइंग एवरीथिंग you need at least electricity, the basic. So it is not possible. So you have to ensure मु पॉइंट गुडा कहबी ता जगह किछि किछि जिंस कहबी किछि किछि एग्जांपल भी देबी सेडा को तमे नोट कर दो कारण ए प्रेजेंटेशन में मु सेगुडा को रखिली हम जहाँ जोटा नोट करिया दरकार हम तो नोट कर दो. So availability of power supply is the first thing that you have to see, in absence of which you cannot do anything. You cannot run a plant. Then availability of basic amenities. पिया पानी हमर सेठी लोक रखिबो बेसिक amenities नथले से जो टाउनशिप करिबो कि सेठी जो से लोक माने रहिबे केमति चलिबे केमति. Next, government policies. What is government policy? What way this is affected? I'll give you one example. Uttarakhand is a state. Uttarakhand. Earlier, Uttarakhand used to be a part of Uttar Pradesh state. And later on what happened? Uttar Pradesh became separate and Uttarakhand state became separate. Particularly this Uttarakhand side, there is nothing. It's pahadi जो पहाड़ी लोक सब रहते सेठी किछि नाही सोर्स ऑफ इनकम किछि नाही कौन सी इंडस्ट्री नथला नुआ गवर्नमेंट फॉर्म हे गला आगुर सेठी होटल भी मिलना मुश्किल गवर्नमेंट जेतले फॉर्म हे गला सेठी का गवर्नमेंट रेवेन्यू जनरेट करिया को चाहिबो एवरी स्टेट गवर्नमेंट will be happy if their state makes more revenue. So what Uttarakhand government did, they declared that any manufacturer coming to Uttarakhand and start up their production facility in Uttarakhand, there will be huge rebate on the tax. They will get lot many benefits from the government. So a place where there was nothing, only पहाड़ थिला जंगल थिला उत्तराखंड रे बाघ बोलतिले से जंगल के तोडे अछि जो एरिया रे बाघकर उपद्रव थिला जिम कॉर्बेट एरिया सब जो जिम कॉर्बेट एरिया से सब एरिया रे बाघ बोलतिले खाली. Now that place, after this declaration by the government, lot of industries they started because industries manufacturers they will see their profit. हमर केमती रनिंग कॉस्ट कमी जीवो obviously गवर्नमेंट जेतबे रिलैक्सेशन दोचे टैक्स रे हमर कॉस्ट कमी जाउछ our profit will be better. So they started coming and today you will be surprised to know a place where there was nothing, today Mahindra is there, Hero is there, Bajaj is there, all these companies are there, and this is automobiles I'm saying. Apart from that, lot many other industries people they started. And if you go to Uttarakhand, Rudrapur, there is a place in Uttarakhand. Rudrapur is the main town. If you go to Rudrapur, a decent hotel, if you want a room today, it won't cost you less than 3,000 rupees. Decent hotel I'm saying. That is how it has changed. So government policies are also considered when you are finalizing the location of a facility. Next, environment and community. One second. What is environment and community? Why Tata Nano they couldn't do what Sigur? Because the community didn't allow, the local people didn't allow, politicians, Mamata Banerjee, she didn't allow. So before you decide that I would start my production at this particular location, you have to see whether it will be accepted by the local community or not. But then the politicians over there, they will make it an issue. You have to see that. Then you have to invest. Then proximity to subcontractors. Proximity means how near you are. तमे जतबेले प्रोडक्शन करूच, it's not that सब जिनस तमे निजे करिवो. There will be subcontractors on whom you will be dependent. There will be vendors. So you have to see, are they close to you? Are they close to that particular location? Today, I start up my manufacturing unit at one place, but my subcontractors are say 100 kilometers away from my unit. The transportation cost will go up. Raw material transportation cost. So you have to see proximity to subcontractors. Easy availability of cheap land. मुझे लैंड किणी से 100 एकर के 200 एकर लैंड किणी कि 500 एकर 1000 एकर लैंड किणी से लैंड रो कॉस्ट मैटर्स मु आज कहबी मु भुवनेश्वर भीतर करबी गोटे ऑप्शन भुवनेश्वर रे मु 100 एकर जगह किणी कि खोर्धा पाखरे किणी कि करबी कोरापुट रे गोटे करबी which one will be cheaper? Obviously Koraput will be cheaper. So that is also one factor. That is the fixed cost, initial investment, because I am buying that land. Low construction cost. The construction cost varies. ମୁଁ ଗୋଟେ ଘରଟେ ଭୁବନେଶ୍ୱରରେ ତିଆରି କରିବି ମୁଁ ଦି ଦିନ ତଳେ ଗୋଟେ ସାଙ୍ଗ ସହିତ କଥା ହଉଥିଲି ସେ ଗୋଟେ ପୁରା ବଢିଆ ଘର ତିଆରି କରିଛି ତା ଗାଁରେ ଖୋର୍ଦ୍ଧାଠୁ ଆଗକୁ ଯାଇକରି କୁଆଡେ इंटीरियर एरिया ता गां सेठी होटे ता भीतर ଗୋଟେ ବଢିଆ ଘର ତିଆରି କରି ଫଟୋ ଦେଖୁଛି ଫୁल टोटल कॉस्ट केते होला because I have a small piece of land I think constructing a house out of curiosity केते खर्च होला एते बडे घर भुवनेश्वर में कंस्ट्रक्ट करता थी दैट वुड at least 30-40 लाख तो कम से कम 40 लाख ऊपर तार केते खर्च होईची 15-20 लाख टका भीतर घर तिरी so construction cost also matters availability of skilled labor जो लेबर माने मोर काम करिवे मु जदि से टाइप रो हाईली सोफिस्टिकेटेड मशीनरीज इक्विपमेंट्स रखिबी पर जदि skilled labor नथिबे can they do it I have to ensure that obviously जितबे मु सेठी प्लांट करछि मोर मैन पावर रहबे बड़ बड़ इंजीनियर मैनेजर से सब रहबे से मानकर पेगा रेसिडेंशियल कॉम्प्लेक्स स्कूल हॉस्पिटल क्लब ये सब जिंस अछि कि proximity to raw material how near you are to raw material today you find lot of steel plants inside Odisha because Odisha iron ores are there raw material so proximity to raw material obviously good transportation cost facility transportation facility नथिबो मु जो जिंस गुडी को तयारी करिवि ताकू मु विभिन्न जगह को पठेबी केमती Paradip you have a port that's why you find a lot of plants in Paradip manufacturing units Paradip because they export their products in the ship so these are the factors that affect the location of a facility production facility or manufacturing unit. Now, what is the technique? How you will use this for analyzing the location? I will come to that. ଆଉ ଥରେ ଲଗଇନ୍ କରୁଛି ଟିକେ ରହିବେ। Hello. I need one volunteer. I need one volunteer.
Yes, sir.
Who will be the volunteer?
I, sir.
What is your name?
Vikas Kumar Agrawal.
Because are you married?
No, sir. Not married.
What is your age?
25, sir.
At what age you will get married?
Sir, after get settled. It's not appropriate. After get settled.
After you get settled.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I will ask you a couple of questions.
Yes, sir. No issue, sir.
Hope you will help me.
Yes, sir.
Right. Okay, sharing only. Host disabled participants screen sharing.
Sir, host माने बंद कर देते हैं, allow करना चाहिए.
କେମିତି ଆଲୋ ନ କଲେ କେମିତି ମୁଁ ଦେଖିବି? କିଏ ଅଛନ୍ତି ତାଙ୍କୁ ଟିକେ କୁହନ୍ତୁ ନା? ମୁଁ try
दीपक sir
କରିବି।
ଅଛନ୍ତି. DDC ର.
ଡିସେବଲ୍ଡ କରିଦେଇଛନ୍ତି। କେମିତି କରିବ?
Sir, प्रज्ञा मैडम ଅଛନ୍ତି host.
ପ୍ରଜ୍ଞା ମ୍ୟାଡାମ କି ମୁଁ ତ ଜାଣିନି। ଆରେ ଏମିତି କଣ ହଉଛି ଯେ? ପ୍ରଜ୍ଞା ମ୍ୟାଡାମ କିଏ ସେ? ତ ମୁଁ ସେ ରଶ୍ମିକୁ ପଚାରେ।
सर आपनको मु करदेली पोस्ट करदेली सर
ଏବେ ମୁଁ କରିପାରିବି?
मु करदेची सर आपनको
ମୁଁ ଦେଖୁଛି।
प्रज्ञा कोची सर आज्ञा
ହଁ ଠିକ ଅଛି। Okay. So what is your name you said?
Vikas.
Okay, Vikas. Okay. So when you get married, whenever you will get married,
After settlement, sir, after having a good job.
yes, I agree. Without a job, nobody will get married. And even you won't get them, no girl will come to you.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Not in my case, sir. Everybody.
Everybody's case, in my case also.
Yes, sir.
So what I will ask you, it is marriage is a decisions at times the candidate they themselves take, and at times the family people they take. Right, there are a lot of ways it happens. Well, your case, it will be decided by you or by your family.
Both, sir.
Both. When you both take a decision, what are the things you will consider? What are the factors you will look for?
Sir, first behavior.
Attitude.
Yes, attitude.
Okay.
Second means compatibility. Matlab, how she will compatible with our.
Flexibility.
Yes.
Okay.
Well manner.
These are all again attitude related. ভালো দৃষ্টিতে দরকার নেই তোমার?
Yes, sir.
Look.
Hmm.
Education দরকার নেই?
Education, good posture, gesture.
Family background?
Yes, sir. Family background, having some reputation in the market. पैसा दियो.
हाँ, अच्छा. Financial condition.
Yes, sir. Job करतो better. Independent, self-independent.
Warranty guarantee.
Okay, so let us say that these are the factors, right? So these are the factors that will affect finalization. There we are finalizing the facility location. You are finalizing the life partner, the candidate. There are 7 factors we will consider. Now, weightage for each of these factors will be same or they are different?
Different, sir.
Okay. Out of 10, how much weightage you will give to attitude? How important is it?
Attitude, sir. Minimum 50%, sir.
Let us say 8 out of 10.
Yes, sir.
Flexibility, let us say 6, because both have to be flexible.
Sure, sir.
You cannot say that you will be rigid, she will be flexible.
Yes, sir. Both will be flexible. Yeah.
So 50-50. So 5. Look,
Yes,
is a ভালো দৃশ্যটা তোমার একটা চয়েস আছে না, যেটা ভালো দৃশ্য দরকার আছে। তবে কোন পোস্টার গেস্টার সব কোন কইলো বুঝি পারি। বাট ওভারঅল ভালো সুন্দর যেটাই দিও। ହେଲା তো 8 এডুকেশন ইটস সো স্ট্যান্ডার্ড পড়িଥିଲେ ବି চଳିବ। Family background, does it not very important because ultimately she is coming to your house, she is not staying in his house. Let us assume that मुझे सोच वो है, right? These ratings, these weightages can be different for different people. It will vary from person to person. It will vary from industry to industry. It will vary from manufacturer to manufacturer. So family background, somebody will say, well, not very important. For me, it is not important. But my wife will not stay with our parents. She is going to come and stay with me. So for me, it is good. Standard is for financial condition. Let us say that somebody बहुत गरीब न होता तो बहुत धनी न होता. 5 independent, you say 6. These are the weightages. Now when you finalize, you got 3 candidates with you. X, Y, Z. On a 10-point rating, attitude रे X को तमे केते दबो? Attitude देखिलो, X रा attitude is good, very good, as you are expecting. So out of 10, you give her 7 on attitude. Flexibility, you give 7. Look, you give, for example, she is good looking, you give 7. Education, she is standard, not very highly educated, 4. Family background, not very financially, not very sound, okay, so 3. Sorry, family alone. Financial condition, 5. Independent, she has just completed her studies, she is trying for a job, so you give 4. Here, give some rating, say 5 out of 10, 6, 5, 6, 7, 5, 5. Same age. These are weightage is separate, but you are giving these marks out of 10 for these factors to different candidates. So Z, let us say 6, 7, 4, 5, 7, 3, 5. Now, weighted score. What is the weighted score? This multiplied by this. This is the weightage, this is the individual score. So this is equal to weighted score for X, Y, and Z. So here this is equal to this
56.
multiplied by multiplication
कहि दउजी सर लिखि दिन
अरे नहीं फॉर्मूला पके करे कहबो कोन मल्टीप्लिकेशन टा कोन पाउनी पागला हे गेलेनी हां multiplied by this, enter 56, this much total. This is equal to this multiplied by this, enter. This is equal to this multiplied by this, enter. So, whom should you marry? Because are you able to hear me? Because unmute करो.
हां सर
काको बाबू
228 x को
सबटू बेसी स्कोर से पहले.
हां
Now replace these factors with the factors affecting the location of a facility. Here X, Y, Z are the different locations. The rest of the things same as this. Are you all clear? Are you all clear?
यस सर
Yes, sir.
यो आ माने छोटो जिंस ये फैक्टर ऑफ माने लोकेशन एनालिसिस करबा ଏମିତି କିଛି ଫ୍ୟାକ୍ଟର ମାନେ ଲାର୍ଜ ଇଫେକ୍ଟ ଆଉ ସ୍ମଲ୍ ଇଫେକ୍ଟ ଆମେ ଯେମିତି ଅଲଗା ସେକ୍ଟର ଦେଖୁଛୁ ମାଇକ୍ରୋ ଆଉ ମାଇକ୍ରୋ ମାନେ ଫ୍ୟାକ୍ଟର ବା ଇଫେକ୍ଟ ପକଉଛି ତ ଏଇ ଯୋଉ ଆପଣ ଫ୍ୟାକ୍ଟର କହିଲେ 8-10ଟା ଫ୍ୟାକ୍ଟର କହିଲେ ତ ସେଇଥିରୁ ଏମିତି କିଛି ଫ୍ୟାକ୍ଟର ଅଛି କି ଯୋଉଟା କି ଲାର୍ଜଲି ଇଫେକ୍ଟ ପକେଇବ ପ୍ରୋଡକ୍ସନ ପ୍ରୋସେସ କୁ?
ଅଛି ଅଛି ଏଭ୍ରି ଫ୍ୟାକ୍ଟର ସବୁ ଫ୍ୟାକ୍ଟର ପକେଇ ପାରିବ
Okay, okay.
all these factors are important see but depending upon the industry to industry a factor of weightages will vary जो factor गुड़ाक कहली मु depending upon the industry these weightages will vary government policies may not have much impact on my industry if I am going for a restaurant कोड गवर्नमेंट कहबनी कि सर तुम यदि मु एरिया से रेस्टोरेंट करछ मु तुमको टैक्स रे बेनिफिट तो ए टाइप वेटेज विल वेरी बट वेयर एज मु इफ आई एम गोइंग टू स्टार्ट अप ए प्रोडक्शन यूनिट फॉर ऑटोमोबाइल इंडस्ट्री सम गवर्नमेंट्स may say that I will give you rebate on tax restaurant पे जाते हो so depending upon the kind of manufacturing or production unit that I am going to come up I am looking forward these weightages will vary okay so let's close here and we will discuss regarding some more techniques for finalizing the location of a facility in the next class probably next class is a Monday or something Sunday or Monday.